good news. I drop it at the office of the finance minister Ken Oforiatta. Osha Omaiga Nemua. The free 2020 and COVID-19, I shall say 2019. Getting to the latter part of 2019 and a COVID-19 pandemic, here. But then on my Ghana Moody, Befani say, hit your mind in 2020, somewhere around February, March, or baby, and a shall see a and then looking at the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic on the Ghanaian economy, not only on the Ghanaian economy, but then globally, share effect yes, so it is so who say the Messiah describing it. But all they say, share COVID-19 pandemic the time last year 2020, 2021, ABC 2022, and who says a new mark from Kakra. And then looking at send your call from Kakrano. Now, Nyoma form because COVID-19 pandemic, I hit the world, not only Ghana. So everything came down. Even with the developed countries, they were struggling to recover with respect to the economy. And so looking at Omar Ghana, see and so now affected Kakra. And so therefore there was the need, say Yabako Pemwa, because Nipa Yamwa, Nipa Yani Nipa Pemwa. And until in the year 2022, somewhere around July, and Omar Ghana, led by a finance minister, Ken Oforiatta, they saw the International Monetary Fund. And then the reason the now was very simple. So they compare financial bailout to an economic crisis. Osha see IMF talks across negotiations and then a whole lot. And in that same year, fortunate for the country, and it's a staff level agreement. That was the first phase of the agreement. Ghana and IMF that was around December 2022. And so Ghana were expecting saying around 2023 one and the first tranche in Kibit and then Ghana we didn't expect say Bianca IMF budgets can we expecting saying 3 billion and see 2023 money Canaba then but then entering into 2023, beginning of 2023 and somewhere around May and a first tranche at the that was $600 million, $600 million US. And so looking at $600 million US now, IMF, I am mission director, I think Stefan Rudet, and also Baba Share says he cannot buy and you shouldn't but I stand to be corrected. I think IMF mission director, I think that is it. Baba Share said BBA Kosu and then Ghana says a first tranche about there and going forward. Say yetimia to two may the annual just second tranche because Ghana we went in for $3 billion US, not $600 million US. And Ghana near residence Sabitimiaka, Sikana Diakano. And then looking at the commodity and course, so staff level agreement, BM Media Kikawoni Nano, Nina could be sent Ghana and Sabitimiaka. But then there was one problem. And then the problem said Ghana reach agreement with creditors on debt treatment. Now, after so my going for near to me, I could meet and I see me, I could board approval. Now, it's a second tranche. At the home command, but then rather fortunate for the country. There is a good news for the country. And then the good news is Ghana confirmed has reached an agreement with the Paris Club on the debt treatment, paving way for the International Monetary Fund to release the second tranche of $600 million to Ghana. A source familiar with the negotiations has told Graphic Business that the approval and the release of the next tranche would trigger another $500 million support from the World Bank to help cushion Ghana's economy. So that many people were saying, now the World Bank will pay the looking at negotiations here. It is going to trigger, and I said the release of the next tranche, that is $600 million. Yeah, it is going to trigger another $500 million, not from IMF but from World Bank. Now, Ghana economy. Now, the deal between Ghana and its official creditors would pay way for the executive board of the IMF to approve the disbursement of $600 million under the $3 billion bailout program. Said in America, yet meet agreement we are reach agreement where we know going forward no what we need no and also what we expect no a board approval from IMF now face going forward the said me aka the $600 million the free IMF. On a further information published by Reuters indicate that the discussions over the cutoff date, the date after which the loans signed by the bilateral creditors will not be restructured, had recently emerged as stumbling block to an agreement. Bilateral lenders, including China and France, who co-chair the official creditor committee, that is OCC, hold around a quarter of Ghana's $20 billion external debt and marked for restructuring. Some creditors were said to prefer December 31st, 2022 as a cutoff date, with Ghana having defaulted earlier that month, while others had pushed for March 24, 2020, when the group of 20 introduced a debt service suspension initiative, that is DSSI, to help the world's poorest countries cope with the fallout of the COVID crisis. Ghana did not participate in the DSSI, and also Ghana still needs to formally accept the proposal. And some 2020 COVID-19 pandemic, some creditors prefer say 31st, okay. They preferred 31st December 2022, Nankebe cutoff date, because Ghana defaulted earlier that month, while others pushed for March 24th, 2020. This group of creditors here come once and we introduce a debt service suspension initiative, and we can check the DSSI. We introduce BFNO debt service suspension initiative, but then Ghana participated, and so now I was officially and formally Ghana accepted that proposal. And then one of the sources said the OCC plan foresaw no reduction to principal and interest rate overall, but Ghana would not pay either for the next 4 years, with payments set to resume thereafter. But then the Kakusi, the Koba in the Ghana, Yatimi, BFNO, and actually reach agreement with creditors on debt treatment. And going forward, the next thing we should expect a board approval from IMF, and then going forward, we expect the disbursement of the $600 million from the International Monetary Fund. Now, etimi abeboa ama dwumadi a my Ghana yedi no bibia nso etimi agina na so bibia etimi agina. So this is the update for cancer. I think it's a good news over free yesi afini mu a promises our president at the moment, the assurances from the vice president, from the minister of finance, from the energy minister, just director this year 2024 it is going to be a good year, and so we should hope say bibia betimi akoso ye no my Ghana yen so etimi afa ntoma pa de fra, hoping say an economic crisis you can recover so fast na etimi abo ma bibia so etimi akoso. This is that the kind sa yen hwe say foforo be drop ni be hwe na de mu nche wi na no etimi ade apremo.